Hi everyone, this is Felina. I'm showing you bits of the Republican National Convention. Bits that contain stories that I've already told you, but through the mouths and the eyes and the experiences of different people. But these are the same stories that occur over and over again in the life of Donald Trump. Before he was president, he was doing all these things. He treats workers that the big billionaires who are controlling our world now, like Bill Gates and Oprah and Napoleon, what's his face, who used to run New York. People who they would consider little people, little nobodies that have to pay the price of carbon reduction. Not China, not the one that's producing it. No, we have to pay as if it's our fault. And I told you in one of my videos about COVID, they had to bring on COVID because climate change wasn't working anymore. And guess what Tucker Carlson talked about last night? It seems that what I have told you before is coming out to be true. And everything I've told you about Trump is true. He's still that same man, that generous man who treats everyone as if they were in his family, one of his children. At the end of this short video, I'm going to give you an offer, which is just going to be clearly something free. But I think the thing that I'm going to give you is a thing that's going to hold this country together. So stay tuned, and you're going to be excited.
President Trump is the pro-America candidate. This election is about who can preserve the values, principles, and institutions that make America great. Don't believe me? Look at what's happening in American cities. Cities all run by Democrats. Crime, violence, and mob rule. Democrats refuse to denounce the mob, and their response to the chaos? Defund the police, defund Border Patrol, and defund our military. And while they're doing all this, they're also trying to take away your guns. Look at the positions they've taken in the past few months. Democrats won't let you go to church, but they'll let you protest. Democrats won't let you go to work, but they'll let you riot. Democrats won't let you go to school, but they'll let you go loot. President Trump has fought against each of their crazy ideas. He's taken on the swamp, all of the swamp, the Democrats, the press, and the never-Trumpers. And when you take on the swamp fights back. They tried the Russia hoax, the Mueller investigation, and the fake impeachment. But in spite of this unbelievable opposition, this president has done what he said he would do. Taxes cut, regulations reduced, economy growing, lowest unemployment in 50 years, out of the Iran deal, embassy in Jerusalem, hostages home from North Korea, a new USMCA agreement, and of course he's building the wall and rebuilding our economy as we speak. I love the president's intensity and his willingness to fight every day in Washington for our families. But what I also appreciate about the president is something most Americans never get to see, how much he truly cares about people. Our family has seen it. 2 years ago, our nephew Eli was killed in a car accident. He lived a mile up the road from us, grew up wrestling and training with our boys, was a high school state champion, varsity athlete for the University of Wisconsin. It was a Saturday morning, 3 days after the accident. I walked to the car to head up to Eli's parents' home when the president called. We talked about a few issues, and then he asked how the family was doing. I said, "They're doing okay, Mr. President, but it's tough." The president said, "Yeah, losing a loved one is always difficult, and it's really tough when they're so young." I then said, "Mr. President, I'm actually walking into their house right now. Obviously, they don't know that I'm talking to you, but if you'd be willing to say hello to Eli's dad, you'd make a terrible day a little less terrible." "What's his name?" the president asked. I walked through the door and said, "Todd, the president wants to talk to you." For the next 5 minutes, family and friends sat in complete silence as the president of the United States took time to talk to a dad who was hurting. That's the president I've gotten to know the last 4 years. A president who shared private moments like this with soldiers, victims of violent crime, and people who've had businesses destroyed by the mob. That's the individual who's made America great again, and who knows America's best days are still in front of us. And that's why I'm busting my tail to help him get reelected. I'm asking you to do the same. Thank you, God bless our country.
I've heard time and time again predictions that I've made, things that pieces of this puzzle that I've put together a long time ago, but it's turned out that I was right about a lot of things. A lot of things. Basically, this whole plan for the world, this new world order. Now, what I'm going to give you the holy book of your choice. If you go back and you find out in what video I have predicted these events, that I've figured out that this is what's really going on. And in my videos, my coming forth videos, I will tell you this and this and that I've said before. And I've said that in the past, in my past videos. So you go back and you find it. The first person that finds me quoting something, saying something that is now being revealed through the news, that where I've said it, in what video I've said it, I will give you that holy book. Why a holy book, you ask? It's because we're entering communism. This is full-on Marxism, and they want to destroy God. They're clearly taking our religion, our faith away. They're closing the churches, but we can riot and loot. That's crazy. They've taken God away from us. But guess what? I have a plan. Between this channel and the Sparkling Seventh Speaks, I'm going to bolster your belief in God and show you ways that, yes, miracles do happen. And I have more miracle stories. And I'll give you the key to how to bring out a miracle. And you don't have to pay me a dime. How about that for a deal? God bless you. Fight on and keep our elections honest. No mail-in ballots. Keep our polls open. If you really want to give me something, I will accept chocolate mint chip ice cream or anything about Secretariat or Elvis. Okay? That's a deal.